Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, February 11th, 2024. I am joined by a very active Ollie. He has one of his most favoritist of toys in the universe, a felt string. He has brought me orange felt string and is biting and clawing the orange felt string. He is very protective of his strings. If you try to touch his strings, he will be grabbing them immediately. This is the one toy that is 100% effective at attracting kitties' attention. Yeah, you got it. This is the toy. This is the toy. It is 100% effective at getting Ollie's attention. He's now going to have to go and get it. It's been tossed. He has to go get it. You gonna go get it? No? You're just gonna sit here? You're just gonna sit here all overly stimulated? Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Kitty's here with his little toy. Updates. What are we gonna talk about at the beginning of the stream today? We usually start with some updates to the 3D printing stuff, that side of things, but I want to start the stream with something that's actually stream related. I am updating how I'm gonna count some things for the stream incentives. I have recently discovered that with Etsy, you cannot combine the promo code that I give you for 15% off with my active sale, which is, well, was 25% off if you buy 2 or more items. Now it's 30% because they can't combine the two things. Now, previously, I said that if you used the code for 15% off, that the order would count towards the stream's incentive if you make the order during the stream. So there was sort of this double requirement there where you had to make the order during the stream and use a code to count, or make a comment with eBay, because I don't have codes for eBay, and I'm not going to pay $10 a month to have a store on eBay, or more than that. So I have decided that with eBay, leave a comment. That's staying the same. Etsy, if you click my link in the description, or if you click the link to my Etsy on any of the links that I have on my Discord server through my discussions channel for eBay and Etsy, that purchase, if made within 30 days, will count towards, or will be labeled as, a share and save discount or incentive on my Etsy. It labels the order as share and save. So I've decided that any share and save order will count towards the stream incentive. I'm also removing the requirement that it be done during the stream. So how is this going to work then? It means that if you place an order using a share and save link, any of the links that I have to Etsy, if you place that order on Etsy, or if you place an order on eBay and have a comment saying to count it towards the incentives, it will count towards the next stream's incentive if it's not during a stream. If it's during the stream, it'll count towards that stream. If it is not during a stream, it will count towards the next one. That being said, any one person, no matter how many orders you make, regardless of the size of the order, it will only count towards one stream incentive. However, if multiple people make orders, I will overflow those two following streams. So that's a big difference. That's a big difference, and that will be the only way that we can overflow. That is going to be the only method by which there will be overflow to extend the streams by an hour. And I will let you know at the beginning of each stream whether or not we have already met the incentive for the day to extend the stream. As of this stream, we have not. We can meet the stream incentive during the day today if we want the if we want to have the extra hour. We'll have to meet that during the stream. So yeah, just reiterate, if an eligible order happens on eBay or Etsy at any point, it will count towards the next stream. Only one person can only add one time, basically. It will only reset after that particular person's order's incentive is met. So I'll have to figure out how I want to do that. It's going to be by order of when orders come in, pretty much. So I will know who extended which streams, and I will know. I'm not going to say whose will go towards each stream incentive, but yeah, I will know. And if you want to ask during the stream whether or not another order would count towards the next stream, then you can ask and I'll let you know. But yeah, so that's how it's going to be going forward with those orders. I'm also counting the orders towards the other incentives. So if you do put in an order for $100 or more, that will count as the incentive to have your name permanently on the list under that bearers of massive ball bearings category. So that will count. You'll have to let me know what name to use for that list. If you make an eligible order of $100 or more of stuff after discounts and before taxes, without any other shipping involved. If there's shipping, the only way that there would be shipping is for eBay's international shipping program, which I don't see any of, and won't be counted. So yeah, that will count for that incentive, and the incentives, the orders that are eligible will add up with everything else to go towards the running larger, like, dream incentive that I have of $500 or more in a month to make me stream 6 days a week for a month, minus major holidays. So Sunday through Fridays every week for a month. If we hit $500 or more in support / revenue from streaming stuff in the previous month, that's the bigger final incentive that I have running, that I've had running for a while, and I've mentioned several times that I don't expect it to ever be met, but at least not anytime soon. But I am saying that any orders that are eligible on eBay, Etsy, etc., that like use the share and save program link, just click the links below to Etsy, or leave a comment saying incentive for eBay. That will add up over a month, along with all the other stuff, to count towards that eventual $500 incentive. So that's that part of things. As for the 3D printing update itself, I've been fiddling around with the printer lately a bit, trying to figure out and fix this little niggling issue that I've had. This one has it. You won't be able to see it at all because it's so bright. Oh, there we go. There it is. I can see it. Can you see it? Do you see the issue? Do you see the like issue? It's not like it's very, very small, very minor, extremely minor, but it's something that I see, that I know others would see, and I'm sure think that it's probably intentional or just something, just like pass it off, not really think too much about it. But that's not supposed to be there. Do you see it? Do you see it? I see it. There's these really fine, like, striation pattern. Like, it's a diagonal pattern. Do you see that pattern? That, like, striped pattern? They go diagonal. They go this way. And it's on the whole thing, top to bottom. This striated pattern. You see that? Yeah, I see that. It's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a completely flat and smooth surface. But yeah, there's a pattern there. You see that? It's obvious to me that it's there. But yeah, there's this striation pattern on the prints, on vase mode prints, like this, all of them. Every last one had this. I say had this at this point. It is something that was significantly more apparent lately than it had ever been. Yes, Mr. Cat, I know. He wants his string. He brought his string back. Yeah. There's that paw. There's that paw. Yes, Mr. Cat. He's like leaning on the chair's arm, reaching over. Yeah. All right, you want to go? Go get it. Go get it. Off he goes. Go getting it. So yesterday I took some time to try to figure out what the issues were with the printer, and I at first noticed that there's a bit of a problem on one of the idle rollers or idlers, belt idler, on the front right of the printer. So on my little image here, that's that on the image. It would be like the closer one that's on the left of the camera. So you have the extruder in the top right there. Well, when the extruder homes, it goes to the left and like gets really close to the camera. That's the corner that has the idle roller that's bad. Specifically, the bearing of the idle roller seems to not be in good condition, not in perfect condition. I'll say that much. It works, but there was a noise coming from that roller. There was a noise from that roller. So I fiddled around a bit. I could try to move the belt a little. Maybe the belt was just not right on it. I fiddled around a little bit. I made it so that the noise stopped. The noise stopped from that roller. But I think that I think that it still has a little bit of a resistance, occasional resistance, which is not good. So that will eventually need to be replaced, but that's going to be a massive pain in the ass. It would require a significant amount of disassembly of the machine to replace that roller and any of the other rollers. The machine itself apparently has 12 total rollers, idle rollers, of which 2 are toothed. So if I do one, I should probably do all of them, and maybe also change the belts. And not extremely expensive, but extremely labor intensive. Extremely labor intensive. And if I'm going to do that, I may as well upgrade them in the process. Yeah, he's got it. He's hooked. I may as well upgrade it in the process, in which case then I'd have to pre-print a few 3D replacement parts, bigger pieces, plastic pieces, that the rollers would live in with the upgraded belts. Hey, don't you bite me. He's got my arm. He's got my shirt. There we go. So yeah, that's on my mind as potentially a thing to do. Also on my mind is I did see, well, one, to the issue that the thing that actually fixed the issue of that patterning was on the bar for the x-axis, you know, the bar that big old print head sits on, that it runs along. There's actually 2 bars that it runs along, but the top bar of the 2, that particular bar, inside of the extruder head itself, as it turns out, it has a set of self-lubricating bearings that it rolls along. Self-lubricating bearings that it rolls along. Keep that in mind. When I bought the machine comes with instructions for maintenance, as well as a tube of metal grease. And in those instructions for the maintenance manual, it points to where you are to apply the metal grease after specific periods of time of using the machine. I did so. I followed the instructions. The instructions said to put metal grease on that top bar for the x-axis. That bar that the extruder runs along, that, you know, has those self-lubricating bearings, So the instructions from the manufacturer said to use metal grease on the bar that has a component with a self-lubricating bearing. Which, as it turns out, the result of this is that the bar will end up with black sludge. The result is black sludge on the bar. Resistive black sludge. So, yeah. This is something that is warned about on like Reddit and other communities for this particular printer. There are multiple users warning not to use the grease on that particular bar because of this issue, which I didn't find out about until after having at first applied the grease. But I thought, what is the worst that could happen? Well, that patterning, that's what can happen. So I cleaned the bar with alcohol, IPA, yesterday. I cleaned it okay-ish. I guess I could do an even better job of cleaning off the metal grease from that bar and then running the print head, the extruder, along the bar multiple times so the self-lubricating thing can do its thing to the bar without having any of that metal sludge in the way. And it improved things. It got rid of that patterning. The patterning is gone. It's gone. So after getting rid of that noise from the roller and after cleaning up that bar, no more pattern. None. Easy-ish, right? Easy? Was it easy? Maybe. So behind me you can see that display. This display is now yellow because I printed it in yellow after fixing the issue, and that does not have the patterning on it. That big display does not have that striation pattern on it. So, yeah, yay. Yay, I fixed the thing. I also printed several items that were in vase mode and some things that were not in vase mode in yellow and got pictures in yellow. And I got videos, more videos for my listings on a very small little turntable thing. A very small Lazy Susan that's electric. Just got videos of it, of stuff rotating around to get a 360 view of the items. So that is that. That is all for my updates before we start the stream today. For all of that information. Let's get into the game. Like perfect timing. The cat has already left. Wonderful. Also, why does that camera always like change on me? It like is always changing its size. Like the resolution changes and I don't know why. Like sometimes it comes in lower resolution, sometimes it comes in higher resolution. I don't change a damn thing about it. Any huzzles, wuzzles. No, I do not want to restart. I want to play the game. Game. Factorio. Pyanodons with PyBlock. So, when we last met. Oh boy. When we last met, we began our work towards getting into utility science. We began the process of getting into utility science. What does this process entail? It entails having to make food. A deluxe workers food, and in order to get into that deluxe workers food, we need products from 4 creatures at Mark 4 of those creatures. So we need to upgrade trees, Arqad, Renea, and Aurum, Cadaveric Aurum. Last time we met, we got through Mark 4 trees, and we began the process of the Mark 4 Arqads. And I had been looking at some other things. We scaled up and like built Moondrop and pesticides as well as part of that, and we got like pluripotent stem cells onto the network so that I could work on everything up to Mark 4. At least I thought I got Mark 4. Yeah. Mark 4. The trees. The trees exist as Mark 4. They're very happy. And I got the Mark 4 seeds, which is what we need for the food. So we got the seeds for the trees at Mark 4 all available. The next thing we need is Mark 4 Arqad maggots. So we are beginning to work towards the Mark 2 upgrades for Arqads, and then we'll do the Mark 3s and then the Mark 4s once we get each one in progress, in progression. Now, what I discovered was during last stream that the Arqads, the Renea, and the Cadaveric Aurum all require their own creature building for the initial creation of the upgraded modules, which by default is like 0.5% chance or lower on recipes that you need to have succeed, usually more than one time, especially for plants, in order to then transition to the processes that will create an infinite number of them through themselves, self-replicating of them in a much more efficient manner. And I decided that I am in no way, shape, or form even remotely interested in having to sit around and wait for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours for those creature buildings to eventually provide the updated modules, the upgraded modules, to even start the process of getting more of those modules. So I modified the game files for the mod. I modified the mod, and I made those probabilities 100%. In fact, I just got rid of the probabilities from those files to get the first versions of those creatures. Well, creature and plants. Now, I will also say that, well, yes, that's a big change, and that will save a lot of time. It does not completely skip having to do that process to get the first version in the first place. So we still have to go through all the effort of getting those first things in the first instance. It's just that we won't have to wait around for hours before being able to transition to the real cycling for the upgrades. It just cuts the wait. And that is it. I am not a fan of forced waiting. Not at all. So, to that end, with Arqads, in order to get the Mark II Arqads in the first instance, we need Arqad maggots. We need some Arqad maggots. Now, the Mark II stuff will just work without needing any Mark I stuff. So as long as we've completed and made a few Mark II Arqads will be good to go. To that end, I had gone to my Arqads to set up excess production of maggots going onto the train network, but I have since given things some thought and have decided I'm just gonna steal some maggots to do this process a couple of times to get the initial Mark IIs that I need to start this process up here, because this process doesn't need anything from the original Arqad build in order to propagate the Mark IIs. I think the Mark IIIs will need the Mark IIs maggots, but besides that, I think that this is the plan now. You saw I was in the mall at the start of the stream. I have built Mark III Vrauk paddocks, which I would like to upgrade to, as well as put some Vrauk in. There we go. Just to enhance the speed here of these processes. And I'm going to steal all these maggots from these apiaries. I'm going to steal them. It's very unfortunate that I can't actually see in this recipe the amount of maggots I need for a cycle. Like, I can't bring up the recipe information on it. The engineering needs 25 maggots to 1. So if I want 2, I'm going to need at least 50 maggots, of which I now have 75. So we have enough for 3, and that's good enough. Good enough for me. Let's get to it. Gosh, and this is just for the Mark II creation. Then we'll have to get enough of the Mark II maggots to upgrade to the Mark III, and enough of the Mark III maggots to upgrade to the Mark IV. Isn't that lovely? Alright, the Arqad stuff. I think I had built something. Yeah, here. I built all this, but I probably don't need 4 of these buildings in reality, since it's not going to be perpetual. I do also now have superior floating locomotives. We talked about this last stream. And we also talked about how very unfortunate it is that these locomotives with the train upgrader mod will not automatically update the advanced locomotives to these. Unfortunately, they are not the same size as the advanced locomotives, even though they should be considered the same size. They are just different enough for a train upgrader to just be like, nope, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. These are unique trains. There is no upgrade whatsoever of these. It does not exist. Nothing else like this exists to upgrade. That's how it's treating it. I need raw coal. Do I even raw coal? Hold on. Wait a minute. I I don't rock coal. Ha. I do wood, though. So we can wood rock coal. We could Fowagi rock coal, but I think oh, there is no wood. Right. Right, wood is to coal. There's biomass. There is biomass, and there is biomass from wood. So yeah. We do that then. Also, I guess the game updated. I have to do this again. Preferences. Define that module in beacons. Because that's a bug with Factory Planner. Maggot. Where be the maggots? Maggots. I'm blind. They're here. There. I am blind. Completely blind. Need to bring in Moondrop. Did I define the Moondrop last time? No. Here's some Moondroppies. Wait, what? Oh, here, right. Moondrop, Moondrop. I will need to collect some nobbin. Ah, you have Nobbin as an ingredient, so I need to import that anyway. Alright, next input. Naven. Naven. Naveni. Okay. I'm probably waiting on a train. Ovens. Or I may just not have enough. I think that Novens were made when I had the advanced locomotives. Nope, it was high-tech. But it is very far away. I'll just have both of those trains going. Alright, so once that happens... Once it arrives... Right, that's a good thing to research, find out about. Will the inserters insert into the request for the module slots? I don't think they do. But we'll find out. I don't think that they filled this module slot. Huh. That is a great question. That we'll find out the answer to very shortly here once the dudes arrive. Once the doodles arrive. Right now. Alright, down they go. And the answer is... not a chance in hell. So, yeah, the answer is nah. Nope. Nopers. That's a noper. They absolutely do not. Now we know. Oh, right. That has byproduct. Into a box for the moment with you. Alright, what does the next part look like? The perpetual Mark IIs. Slash maybe not so perpetual Mark IIs, because I'm gonna probably just have this next door. Arqads 3, and then Arqads 4. Instantiation of these. So that's or creation of these, I should say. So that does need the Mark II magnets. It will need cobalt and zinc enriched moondrop flowers, and then the next one needs gold and zinc enriched moondrop flowers. And freaking Fantastic. We need cobalt, gold, and zinc. Cobalt, gold, and zinc. One of those is Grod. Enriched biomass. Why is it giving me refined concrete? Cobalt enriched biomass is Renea. Okay. Zinc enriched is Kickalk, so it's Renea, Kickalk, and Nobbin. Really? So we just go from iron to gold, then. Sure. That's fine by me. Just iron to gold. Right, moon drop. Moon. Why did I put those over there? Like, duh. Just get it done. Since it all has to be done eventually, right? Just do it now. As best it can. I will need Renea and Kickalk. I don't think I'm carrying any of either building. Definitely not. So, Renea. Oh, I do have Renea 3. Alright, what about Kickalk plantations? I will need level 3 Kickalk plantations. But apparently I have the Renea building for Mark 3, so we can actually just go ahead and set that guy up. I will need Renea, of course, which probably don't have any on me, but I have Renea on the train network. I'll also need to bring in Kickalk, so I may as well add those two. This now has 3 of those, and I'm gonna have to... I can get rid of this now. So now we have to make the Dilmo cubs. Right, I need to do Dilmo cubs and all of this. We have to do this entire thing. Even though I know that I only really need to make X number of maggots, that process is going to take a little bit of time, so we'll have to set this whole thing up regardless. bring in Renea and Kikalk, please. And let's go to the mall and build the Kikalk Mark III. Back over here, upgrade the Kikalk buildings, infrastructure. And now I can sort of think about how I'm going to do all this, where I'm going to do all this, etc. That there. One of those there. One of those. One of those. 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 One of those. 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 And 5. Those need to exist. So all this infrastructure needs to exist with inputs and all that. So what are the we're in the mall. Let's get the infrastructure upgrade in place, and then I have to bring in all of the ingredient inputs. All right, that's Kikalk, that's Relesia. Where is... I'm standing right in front of it. Kikalk. Whoops, that was Mark II, not Mark III. Kikalk. Mark III. All of the things already exist at Mark III, though I probably could just get away with Mark II. But it's Mark III time. I want Mark III. For the creature stuff specifically. For most other infrastructure, the Mark III is not required, but for all of the creature stuff, we absolutely want to go to Mark III. And Mark IV if we get access to it before we beat the game. Not everything is accessible before space science, weirdly. But if it exists as a creature thing, I should very much consider doing the Mark III upgrades. For plants and the reproductive complex specifically, and the fungi, it's actually not particularly required for most of the creatures. The animal-based creatures. Anything with cages, I don't really need the max upgrades for, with some exceptions still, but yeah, mainly plants. And fungi. Likely keep finding random stuff in here until the end of time that I should want upgraded anyway. Of course, now Yadles I don't need the building for. Yadles are not required for a building. Those just exist in things. Yes, exist in things. Yeah, these guys. Well, they make an enriched biomass. Do they not? They make titanium enriched biomass, and that is the only reason to have Yedel cultures. Alright, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yedel. Yedel, yedel. Yedel, yedel, yedel. Okay, that I now have. Cool. Let's go back. Start working on the train station for the Mark II stuff until we get enough of the Mark II maggots to run at least 2 or 3 times the process to make the Mark IIIs, then set up the Mark IIIs, make enough maggots to make the Mark IVs, so on and so forth. In the alternative, nah, there's not too much I could skip, like brute force skip, because I think either way I have to take the adults and get maggots, which means I have to get eggs and hatch the eggs to get the maggots. I wouldn't need to raise the maggots. Coffee grounds in my cup. Oh no. I don't need to raise the maggots. But I would want to anyway, I think. Oh. There you go. I don't have any twee? No sap twee? Dang it, that means I have to go all the way back. And I don't think I've ever upgraded the sap twees. I don't think I carry sap twees. Yeah, I don't have any sap twees. That's disappointing. Clear these trees. Get rid of them. Oh, Renea is finally on its way. I'll go ahead and I'll place the other buildings here at least. That explains a few things. That explains a few things. Yo, stop. Just stop what you are doing. Now you may go. It was even going to stop at the fuel stop. My god. That is a bit annoying. Alrighty then. Let us go. Need to bring up my full list. So I need a couple different fluids than what I already have. Back to the mall again. Alright, grab that. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is just for Arqads. We still need to do the Renea and the Aurum. Have I mentioned I don't like doing all this process before? Have I mentioned that? I'm not a fan of the creature system of and upgrading the modules in general. Not a big fan. Feels like we're going out of our way for no good reason, but besides being forced into it by it being required for science. Like it doesn't integrate well into the process. If we had already had to have had a number of Mark II things and Mark III things by this point, where if we were just being asked to set up Mark IV of each of these things, rather than the full chain, 2, 3, and 4, then it would be a bit better. It would feel more natural. But since it doesn't require the Mark III things at a previous tech level and the Mark II things at an even previous tech level, then it doesn't feel good to have to do all of it all at once. Because it's the first time that these things are required, these specific ones. These 4 trees and Arqad and Renea and Aurum, all of them need their Mark III and their Mark IIs used in science before utility science to smooth out the process. I would not feel as bad as I do now. I think that, yes, the system needs to be overhauled. Full stop. But it would integrate better if we already had required those specific things in their higher mark level versions for previous levels of science. All right, we are back. We are back at the factory, making our Mark IIs. Currently in this process towards getting the Mark IVs, we are setting up infinite Mark IIs. We are building out the actual factory in which we'll get all the Mark IIs ever. It will be immediately replaced for the Mark IIIs, and then replaced for the cycling of the Mark IVs after that. But everything needs to happen in sequence, and this is why I am saying that this should have been required earlier. The Mark IIs should have been required much earlier, and the Mark IIIs should have been required much earlier, and it would put people... I don't have sap trees at all? Oh. Put them in the thing, thanks. Where do they live in this list? They look a little bit like Mukmo. That same coloration pattern. Alright. Cool, build these rails. I think that would help a bit as well with the, like, state of Arqads in particular. If you are forced to do the upgrades, then you could, you know, use them. If you're forced to do the upgrades, or like at the time that you unlock them, then you're more likely to, you know, use them and actually use that mechanic. Food and meat. Get that into thing, get that into thing. Need barrels and milk barrels. I can't do that. At least I don't want to do that. Da 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 bump ba da da bump 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 ba da bump. Milk. Rude. Milk barrels. If I can find them. Regular barrels. Who needs milk? You need milk. You are not productive. Okay. Oh, I need Yotoi aloe. I don't think I did not request that, did I? Nope. Nope. Don't do that. Yo, toy fruit. We need the fruity fruits. I don't happen to have any of the doohickeys, huh? I have these doohickeys. I don't have the other doohickeys. We need to go back to Arqad's. I need these combs. I don't know if I have any at the Arqad's, but I need those combs. Can I wax build those combs? Yes. And I do it at Arqad's. All right. Get thee there. And pick some of those up. Yes, I am absolutely blocking all traffic until I pick these up. Just a few. I only need a few. Go back. I'll need to do some filter deloaders for outputting the empty barrels, empty milk barrels, and the main products to split them up. Yo, we're stuck behind an advanced locomotive, I'm pretty sure. Ultimately. Yeah, that bedding train is an advanced locomotive, so everyone gets to go slow. Your train network, I've said before, is only as fast as your slowest train. But it's not completely accurate. It's only as fast as the slowest train that's in your way. Like this one. Like, definitely the efficiency of the system will go up as you reduce the number of slower trains. Like, having just one slower train isn't gonna affect it that much, but it will have an impact. It will slow more than just itself down. Not the honeycomb. That's the comb. All right, you need the Mark II. Empty comb. Nest. Oh, frick. Orlex and Thadai? You end with Thadai? Okay. I guess I'll need to get those buildings upgraded. Great. Mark II egg. And you need hot air. Hot, hotter than hot. Meat cubs and maggot. There you go. You, I am going to give a thingy. Yeah. In fact, I had planned that these would get maximum productivity, but I only need 50 maggots. I only need at least 50. And you get... Right. Productive. Right. You see. I may have forgotten that little detail. Okay, Coke. Yeah, I may have forgotten that little detail. Yeah, so I only need one adult to make one nest. And that would make enough maggots to start the next upgrade. So I'll keep that in mind. Going forward. Oh boy. All right, so the Mark IIIs, I need the cobalt and the zinc, which that needs the Keycalc thing. There's you, who needs Renea. Out of range. And then Kikalk. Building. Making that. You need muddy sludge. Great. Sludge it up. Sludge needs soil. Did I not kick out request? Renea requested. The Renea was here. Oh, I didn't. Right. I had gotten rid of the connection for those. Oh boy. Right, you no longer need to exist. I'll get rid of you entirely, because the next thing is actually Corlex and Corlex nests. Still needs the combs, but it needs the Mark III Arqad and then Corlex for nests. And since I don't need an infinite number of them, I'm not going to bother making them here. I'm just going to go grab some, since I'm pretty sure. You know what? I have some on me, and I should have some fat eye on me, but I need to infinitely produce fat eye. Yeah, I have some fat eye, but I will need infinite fat eye, since I am absolutely going to have the factory producing infinite Mark IV Arqads, and I will absolutely use those Mark IV Arqads to upgrade my Arqad production, my standard Arqad production. That is going to happen. I must have all of the Arqads. Well, that means I probably don't even need these Domo Cubs at all, but whatever. I will need, though, the building to raise Corlex. I'll need the Corlex building. And you I've already given maggots, cobalt and zinc. I will go ahead and to there. Renea's gonna need, like, Dingrit stuff, because it needs partially digested doohickeys. Why do you have so many slots? Why do you have to have so many slots? This also has more than 50 slots. Like, what? No building should have more than 50 slots. Like, come on. Ay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, those enriched biomasses are moving now. I need to get this. The mutant enzyme barrels sent in. Empty barrels out to the right. Not like this is permanent or anything, but you know. Bum, bum, ba-da-dun, dun, da-dun. Alright, rather... Well, next is the Coke, so I need to bring in Coke. Really? And I would imagine that the nest hatching into maggots is gonna, or into eggs is gonna be, or what? Huh? The nest processing is likely gonna end up with, needing food, Corlex food, so I'll need to add that as well. And I'll likely need Fat Eye food as well. So, just so we're all on the same page. I think I may have Corlex food itself produced. Not the deluxe kind, but the food itself. Okay. I need to get to the mall to upgrade my Corlex buildings. So I have them. And the Fat Eye ones as well, while I'm there. So we'll do both Corlex and Fat Eye while here. Alright, Corlex and Fat Eye. And I'll have to go to Corlex to grab some food. I don't think I'm going to import the food. Now, Bad-Eye food. I do also make, and I'll have to put onto the network. Unless I need the next tier of the food for that, and I will be checking this. Okay. The Corlex buildings are where? All the way up there. Easy Squeeze Ranches. All right, Easy Squeeze. Give me Mark 3. And I want to see what I need. I need quality food and energy drinks. Okay. There is a Fad-Eye upgrade that switches, I think, the recipe for energy drinks to using ethanol. So, Fad-Eye upgrades option 1. It just replaces water with it. I would be so in if it was replacing that concentrated seed syrup, but no. Nah. Yeah, it adds productivity to the building, but I don't really care. So that means in order to progress, we will need to have quality Corlex food. The Corlex one is here. I don't make it, and then I'll likely also need the quality Fad-Eye food as well. So we have a bit of a detour that we need to make at this point. Do I import Paramag? It's not. That is my alarm to indicate that I am, in fact, halfway through today's stream. I'm just gonna do this import of the paramagnetic material into the mall, because apparently I haven't made it yet. And then where are the Fad-Eye buildings? Here. I just want to... Apparently I only have Mark II access to the Fad-Eye. I want... Oh, I need Nenbit here as well. So M Nenbit. I'm just gonna get this little bit of work done. M bit matrix, and I wanted to check a Fad-Eye just to be sure that I will need the quality food. For the Fad-Eye, I do need the quality food. Alright, so I need the quality food for Corlax, I need the quality food for Fadai, and I need to make energy drinks. All right. When I come back from the break, we are going to start with energy drinks and then get the quality Corlax food and the quality Fadai food before we can progress into Mark 3 and Mark 4 Arqads. I will be back shortly. I have returned with Cat. He is in my lap. I have Cat. Can we see Cat? Good question. Can we see Cat? Can we see Cat? There's Cat. There's Cat. He's here. He pushed his way onto my lap. He pushed it. Pushed onto my lap, Mr. Ollie. Yes, he's here. And the microphone is like right in front of my face because it's Cat lap time. Apparently, it's apparently lap time for Mr. Cat. He wants attention. He wants all of the attention in the known universe. Yes, he wants his pets. He wants his purring. Purry times. Yeah. Oh, you're trying to get up. Where are you trying to? What are you trying to do? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, my boy? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. Oh, I see. I see. He's trying to burrow. He's trying to burrow into my armpit. How about that? Hey, no. Don't hit the mic. Don't hit it. Don't smack it. Yeah, Mr. Rubby Cat. Mr. Lovey Bubby. Lovey Dovey. Big baby. Alright, big baby. Come on. Oh, come on. Up-a-da-ba-ba-da. Baby. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Well, with that distraction, next is I need to set up energy drinks. That's gonna be fun. And I need the food, quality food. So start with energy drinks. Energy. Da ba 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 ba. Yeah, so that's those, that's those, that's those. And that is those. Yeah, so it's a decently sized train station, but that's about it. Quality Corlex food. And then quality Thadai food. We never have to worry about the Yadles. Have I ever Gwargum on the train network? I Gwargummed for Thadai food over here. Alright, since I've done that here, I may want to do this quality food here as well. Since, frankly, I don't need this entire factory anymore. I may as well update it for the stuff, right? It's basically just import casein, Renea, and sponges along with oleochems. Because everything else should basically be here. I guess I have to also import the fiberboard and the tufra. Alright, it doesn't actually save all that much. So, fine. Be that way. We will do this my way here. That will be an import factory. Not lots of stuff to bring in. But that's what we shall do. That's the Corlex food, the Thadai quality food, and he's off to the races. Oh yeah, I was looking at Corlex food. I didn't even think about this is the Fat Eye plantation area. This is the Fat Eye area, not the Corlex area. All right. Well, Ash is free. Flora is free. Steam is local. Everything else is imported. Lots of stuff is stacked. So, yeah, that's basically that. I should do both of these in the same factory, but I don't know. The only difference is bones and Renea and lard. And Yotoi fruit. Actually, the Renea is shared. So it's bones, lard, guts. Bones, lard, guts, and Renea. So 4 additional items. I'll do them separate. Start with the energy drinks, though. We need factory spots. We'll start with, oh, I am not standing in my locomotive. Great. Fantastic. Hey, how about I request the buildings? That'd be great. Whilst I'm here. You can just bring me some of these things. Now I'm off to the races. Let's go here, get energy dwinks. We need 2 fluids. And 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 solids. There's our factory. Ta-da! I've got a spot here for a factory too. Unused location. We'll go there next, and then we'll go over here. And that'll be all our foods. And dwinks. Our food and dwink. Bring me honey. Bring me carbon dioxide, because apparently this is carbonated energy drinks. Guar. Renea. Grod. Aluminium. So it's carbonated and in aluminum cans. Aluminum. Meow. Meow, meow. Mr. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Mr. Ollie Cat. He's a rubby cat. He's rubby. He's rubbin'. He's a What are you doing? Hey. No. Get down. Get down. No. He's touching my arm. He's touching my arm. He's like up on the arm of the chair. Got his paws up on the arm of the chair, looking at me, pawing at my arm because he wants to come up on my lap again. Yeah, baby. I know. You want attention. You want my attention. What are you doing? There's no room for you. There's no room for Mr. Cat. Hey, I said there's no room for Mr. Cat here. Hey, Ollie, what you doing? What you doing jumping up on my chair like that? What are you doing jumping up like that, Mr. Cat? I said there's no room. He doesn't care. Yeah. Now what are you doing in front of the camera? Now why are you in front of the camera? What are you up to? Get off. There should be some productivity on these, but it doesn't really matter one iota. There go the drinks. Now, if I was intelligent, I would keep drinks on me. And the reason is that I get a 10-minute buff that apparently hurts me as well. It makes me go fast, at least. I didn't realize this hurts you. That's gonna kill me. What do I, like, do? Hey, I have fish, right? Can I eat the fish? No. No, I can't. I have nothing that heals me. We just get to race until we die. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. That's utter bullshit. It's like, oh yes, let's kill the player. For drinking the energy drink. Let's just kill the player. What a great design decision. Like, oh yeah, this thing is supposed to give you a speed buff. We should keep it. We should keep enough on us to get the speed buff at all times, to have it at all times. Oh wait, it kills you. It just straight up kills you. Alright, so then it's worthless. So then there's no reason to ever touch it, I see. Alright. It used to be a permanent buff to your speed. I just want to make that known. You used to be able to drink an energy drink, and it would increase your speed permanently. And it was supposed to like decay after 10 minutes, but it was bugged and it didn't actually turn off after 10 minutes. But yeah, now apparently you get the speed and it kills you. Yes, mental and physical stimulation. That's for sure. Next, Corlex quality food. What do I need? I need 2 fluids. 9 solids. Yeah, just trying to see if it's a setting that exists to automatically have that search bar open when I click on the things. The answer is nope. Do I play Angels mods too? I have played Angels with Bobs in the past, and I've played SeaBlock in the past. So, yeah, it's among the sets that I've done. I started streaming consistently. When I started streaming consistently, I started with a Bob's Angels Space Extension playthrough. I think it was Space Extension. I think I had that in the first thing. I'm trying to remember. Maybe not. Maybe not then. It was Bob's Angels and a few of the Mad Clowns mods, I think, at the time. But not, maybe not Space Extension. I'm trying to remember. Maybe. Maybe I did. It just adds a bunch of text with insane tech costs. Plastic. That was a while ago. A lot has changed since then. Back then, like, Angels wasn't able to be played on its own. That's how long it's been. Since that particular playthrough, I think I've done something since, but yeah, that's where it was started, really, with my consistent streaming. I started that playthrough, and then relatively shortly afterwards also started a Pyanodons playthrough. And I think we know what's happened since with all of that. It was the Pi playthrough that people actually came to watch, including Pyanodon. What's this one? Saline. And oleochems. But as for whether or not I'm doing Angels now, or plan to in the near future, the answer is no. Steam, glorious steam. Hmm. Really? Alright then. That's step the next. Okay. A lot of this needs to be replaced because I totally Zogna on my train network as well. And this is productive. And there's an upgrade to seaweed that removes Zogna. Upgrade to sponges that remove Zogna. Sponge. This is the one. It just removes the Zogna in its entirety. And I need to replace the recipe with the phytoplankton recipe. Ollie cat. My Ollie cat. Rubbing my legs yet again. What? What? There. Go. Do the things for me. The glorious things for me. Productively. I don't need this. Ollie cat. Ollie, get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Goodness. Goodness, Ollie. You're crinkling the bed. Crinkling your little bed. Don't look up. No. Hey. Claw. Ow. Owie. Great. Scratched. Blood. He's a burrower. Did you know? Did you know that Mr. Cat's a burrower? He likes to be under things. He likes to go underneath these. He likes to be underneath these. Yeah? Is that safe? Are you safe in there? Now that he's given me a scratch on my hand. Now that he's given me a scratch. Right there. Right there. Red. I see red. Hi. How you doing? Is it nice under there? Is it nice? I see that face. I see that face. Yes, he's comfy. Yeah, he's comfy. He's comfy under there. That little face looking at me from underneath these. I guess we should think about getting one of those types of beds that like they can go crawling into. Is that what you want? Do you want those beds that like have an opening on them? Go inside, feel comfy, completely enclosed. Goodness. Oh, and this even outputs saline water. Great. So that should have increased the production by like 3x, something like that. All right, we at least went from 0 sea sponge sprouts to 3 sea sponge sprouts. I think it slowed down with the upgrade as well. Sponge. So we went from 1 every 70. It did not change the speed. Okay. 1 every 70 to 3 every 40 with that upgrade. And we made it so that we lose significantly fewer sponges to make the sprouts back. So now most of the production is going onto the trains as well. How many are there? 13? There are 13 buildings, so yeah, about 1 per second now. It's not much, but it'll do. Okay, so that food was here. It has not produced anything yet because it still needs those sponges. But that's the only other thing it needs. All right, we're going over yonder to that location. and looking at quality fat dye food. Oh yeah, now he's just gonna sleep. He's just gonna rest. He's just gonna rest. Yeah, baby. Oh, now you're looking at me. Now you're looking at me. You know I'm talking about you. You see what you did? That was you. You scratched me. You hurt me. You hurt me. It hurt. You're not gonna be on my lap the rest of the day. As a result. You don't need a fluid input. Oh, stretchy. Stretchy, I see a paw. I see the paw. I see that paw sticking. It's sticking out. There's the paw. There's the paw. Yeah, that's the baby's paw. That's the baby's paw. He's sticking out. He's sticking it out from underneath. Yeah, stretchies. Stretchy, I see the ear. I see the ear sticking out. Yeah. Big boy. Comfy. Under his cover. Okay. Yeah, no fluids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 solids. But Steam. Steam is local. You need some initial hash. Order. Alright, Renea. Fish. Casein. Elysia. Yotoi. Roots. Plastic. Meat. Stack. Bone. Stack. Gut. Stack. Lard. Stack. Da 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 da. And then this guy with these guys. I had a feeling that was in the way. Steam, glorious steam. I must get picture of cat. While he's so sleepy. Yes, I must have picture of sleepy kitty. We must have picture of sleepy kitty under the covers next to me. He's sleepy kitty under covers. He's comfies. Comfies. Okay. That should be that. For all of that nonsense. We need the delivery of Renea and aloe fruit. But that's just a matter of time. So we can head on back now and continue with our upgrading shenaniganery. Shenaniganeries. Right over here. Okay. We are going to need to import those 3 things that we just made. The energy drink and both of the foods. And I will need to copy a location where I am working with Thadai. Cycling. Aloe fruit. It is aloe fruit. Tutti fruities. This is mainly just so that we can get better bees. The bees! The bees! The Arqads. We need more Arqads. Better, stronger Arqads. Right. Cage. Bad die. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Where are you? There you are. Infinifadi. I need the ones that are not caged. I think. Yes, the not caged variation. Meaning that I will have extra cages. And I will need to delete. Kill the cages. All the extra cages. Cool. However, for now, ultimately it's going to be these for the nests, but anyway, easy squeezies. Give us our easy squeezy. Relax. Alright, whatever. You. Copy. Paste. Really, really need that to automatically be searching. I would really prefer it automatically, just to search automatically. Woohoo, Corlax. Okay. Import. Whoops. I do need that, thanks. You're making those. I'm trying to think. I don't think I need the Dilmo cubs at all. Anymore. I do for the Mark 3s. Interesting. But I don't need for the Mark 4s. Huh. Interesting. If I'm raising the maggots and I'm not doing that thing. I am actually not doing that thing. Okay, so that can go away. This can reposition. Because I sort of need to be able to, like, squeeze in a bunch of these guys. That's extremely frustrating. Okay, that is all of the 5s. So as long as I can get that 4 there, none of the others matter in that position because they have pretty big range. So that maximizes the productivity from this guy. And this guy will upgrade to Mark IV stuff. I'm transporting live animals on a conveyor belt. You bet your butt I am. Live animals, as well as like uncaged and caged versions. There's also a live animal right here, right here, under this thing. Under this thing, there's a live animal. It's a kitty cat. He's made himself comfy under this under the what should be the bed, but his bed has become a blanket. What do you harvest from that? Parts, usually. This is a mod where you raise creatures for slaughter. Where you raise creatures for slaughter into their various bits. Like this particular creature, we're using productivity shenaniganery, the whole point of this playthrough, to just make an infinite number of these. In this case, Scrondrix, which are, you know, they're dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs. Parasaurs. They are parasaurs, and yeah, they have a specific thing that we need from them called their pineal glands. We need an organ from them for science. We must have an organ from them for science, and they also have brains and guts and meat and bones and lard and skin, all of which have uses. Okay, so at this point, I should have, yeah, a few units of maggots at Mark III. Which, yeah, that means I'm about to actually just now have Mark IV things. I can start switching these recipes and this building away from that and into this. Stuffs. So we are going to need Ziffo larva. Interesting. I have that, but not as that on the network. Cool, I'll have to put that onto the train network. Alright, next up is I need the Fadai Mark III building. Or Mark II building, excuse me, there is no... I don't have a Mark III. On that front. Good, you have things. Need Fadai for modules. That's it. Ah, yes, the combs. I've been picking things up. I need to re-add. Alright, and then I need this. Down here. Make me infinite. Mark 4s. Add meat. So I'll need to add an import meat. And Ziffo larva. I no longer need this stuff, but it's going to stay there. I'm just going to tack on a couple of extra doohickeys up here. I also need those, that fat eye food to happen. That would be great. Since that's the thing that I, like, need in perpetuity. Okay. We need to go and put this Ziffo larva on the train network. I don't need that many, ultimately, but I just need some to keep the thing moving and to make sure that I can get the maggots onto the trains and have a box of Mark IV modules. Because that's the point. We need the modules, and the maggots are required for science, so we need those. We need those Mark IV maggots. Just gonna increase the speed of all these buildings here. If you've never seen Pyandons mods before, this is part of the Pi Alien Life mechanics, where in order for the buildings that deal with alien life to move, in this case, a reproductive complex, in order for this recipe to actually function, it needs to have the creature as a module inside of it. And then the more of these there are, the faster it will go. And then for the actual building that raises the creatures to move, it needs the creature as its modules, and it will not work without the creature in it. It just prevents the building from operating at all. Hi. Hello. Hello, Mr. Cat. He emerges. He emerges from under the bed. He has emerged. The cat has emerged. Oh boy. It is a mechanic that I don't like all that much. It's an interesting concept, but in execution, it has been more annoyance than anything else, really. And those modules can be upgraded. That's part 2. Part 1 is you need them to make the things move. Part 2 is you can also upgrade them, and that process of upgrading them is abysmal. And we are at a point in the game where we must do so all the way up to Mark 4 on 4 of these things. And we are only now starting to finish off the second of the 4. This entire stream has been upgrading Arqads from Mark 2 to Mark 4. We had only just started the process of getting the Mark 2s at the end of last stream, so this one was all about just trying to get up to the Mark 4 version of the creatures to use as modules, and because we need their maggots for Mark 4 as well. I need to change this recipe, actually. And this needs the food still. What are you waiting on still? What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to go back? You want to go back? Kaboo? You want to go back underneath these? Mr. Cat? Yeah? How's Mr. Cat? How's he doing? How's he doing? Yeah? Yeah, you like being under there? Yeah, so it still needs the Yotoi fruit. It's getting its delivery now, finally, and it also needs Renea. Ah. I see. Oh, it's 2 stacks each. That would explain a few things. Okay. I need to reduce the storage on this. I think I may have had it set to 2 lines each, and it should be probably all the way down here. No, I don't want you to go to the Corlex next. I want you to go to the Fat Eye. What? What do you want? What are you digging? You're digging. You digging? Are you digging? Oh. No, that's not where you're going next. You're not going up here next. No, no. No, no, no. Get back. I want us to see these Mark IV Arqads. Right there. There we go. That is correct. Now how about that fruit? This, I think, is more just a lack of locomotive issue. I will need more Renea, though. Alright, we're not done yet. We need to get the maggots into the thing, at the very least. What did I do at trees? Seeds. What did I name you? Mark 4, no 0. No leading 0. Okay. For this one, I'm gonna do that. Ollie. Right, there it goes. Alright, time for the Arqads to... time for the Fat Eye to go on their disco rave. Give us some eggs. Mark 4 eggs. Yeah, Mr. Cat. Mr. Cat, yes. Aw, he's rollies. Roly-polies. Yeah, you gonna fight me? You gonna fight me? Man, you gonna fight me? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight. Da-ba. He's ready to fight. He's ready to fight. Oh, stretchy. Yeah, stretchy. And that gives infinite Arqad eggs each cycle. Just do enough to have this go. Five? 5 alright? I think 5's alright. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, did I not request? Oh, I didn't define. Right. He has left the table. Larvae are on the way. Dang it, now I'm bleeding on another finger. Great. Now I got 2 scratches on my hand. Second one's tiny though. Not as much as the first one. Oh well. Okay. Power to the everything. Glorious, beautiful, and magnificent. Here comes more meat, and then soon will be the larva. Larva, come on down. Come on down, larva. You got stuck behind a slow train. Alright, it has arrived. Larvae. Here go the bots. It's alive. It's alive. Okay. Maggot. It took us all day. But we've finally done it. Oh, this only uses 0.03. I think I produce a few more than that out of these buildings. Thing is, we've got like the big multiplication from all these beacons here. Lots of multiplication of stuff, so yeah, we're always going to have enough input of maggots for this to keep up with 1 per second of the Arqads. That will just be a thing, and we will have excess Mark IV Arqads. Always have excess Mark IV Arqads, and that is the point of this, because I want to have enough of the production for what we will need for our science, as well as for having extra modules to use in everything that needs Arqads at Mark IV. Or everything that needs Arqads as modules will have Mark IV Arqad modules. As for the things making the Arqads that are Mark IV, I think that's actually a pretty good idea. We should upgrade and have 5 at Mark IV, and that'll make 4 per second. You know, going from 1 to 4. Yeah, that helps a bit. That helps a bit. Yeah, that's definitely good. All right, then 17 for this one over here as well. It's 11. There we go. There we go. I'll speed up this one too, not like it really particularly matters. Maybe this one will matter? With the combs? Probably not. It will, actually. This would need 0.5. So I am going to upgrade that one. So now it'll be enough. None of this needs to still exist, but I'll just keep it there for the sake of it. For our own memories. Our memories. Great! Fantastic. We have gotten the Mark IV Fat Eye. I am so very... Mark IV Fat Eye. The Mark IV Arqads. I'm very, very happy for the Arqads. Renea is next. Start with Mark II. Mark II, Renea. Okay. So the initial process will require that stuff. That's easy. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay. We're good with that. We need a Dingret pack building, but otherwise that's fine. So I'm not worried about the Mark II at this moment. The Mark III seeds is the same. And the Mark IV is the same. Okay. Renea, not that bad on the initial upgrade. On the initial upgrade, the Mark II, yeah, well, just so that we have all of these in here. This is nice. I like this. This is fine. It's the this process that will be a bit. Oh, hello. That's a leaching station. And that's a bioreactor. Those are shenaniganable. So I can basically just skip all the way to Mark IV, can't I? A lot of this type of shenaniganery. I will need to get the Mark II seeds. I will have to do, however, all of these steps one time. One cycle of each of these steps is all that's really required for the Mark II, the Mark III, the Mark IV. Because I should end up with enough of the last step to just do the upgrades. Enough of them to make the next step up. So I still have to do them. And I will break this down as the last that we do today. Pups. That's the problem. I will need pups. as part of this. Not many pups, but I will need pups. And that won't really need to change through the whole process. I'll need the Dingert food for the pups. So, thank God, this is... I hesitate to say it, but it is actually simpler. It is the exact same process each time. It is identical, just different mark levels. Thank you. Okay. That'll be easy enough to go through. We will do this next time and work, and then move on to Aurum. The cadaver Rick Aurum, which yeah, these guys upgrade from the previous level, zinc finger fusion proteins. These guys, yeah, it's a different set of ingredients each upgrade. And likely a different process for each one, or maybe it's similar, who knows, but that's the type of stuff I would need. That's the stuff that I'll need for that. Anyway, we have reached the end of today's stream, folks. It is the end. I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been a Talk to Show, but if you have enjoyed today's stream where we have gotten our Arqads to Mark 4, please be sure to do all the social engagement stuff below the video. I will be back on Tuesday to work on the Renea, and likely also begin work on the Cadaveric Aurum to Mark 4 for both of these. I will see you all then.